Welcome back to the Hot 7 TV Nightly News. Thank you for staying with us. Teachers across the island were showered with gifts and praises from their students and parents as part of the culmination to Teachers Week. Jacques Wooding spoke to members of the public and our very own newsroom about the teachers who had the greatest impact on their lives.
Annually, students past and present come together to celebrate teachers who have had major impacts on their lives. Mine personally have been Mr. Gabriel from Leon Hess, Miss Bobra, Mr. Jean-Baptiste from Carmen Rene, and Teacher Georgie from the Montessori Preschool. We tuned in to find out who have been your superhero teachers. Who's your favorite teacher?
Mrs. Daniel and Mrs. Pierre-Louis. My favorite teacher is Daniel and Mrs. Nestor.
Thank you very much.
For me, many teachers have made a very good impact on me. I would say my coaches, that's Mr. Conibert and Miss Rogers. And yes, yeah.
Same thing. Mr. Conibert and Miss Rogers.
Mr. Charles.
Alright, so that's the teacher here at Maria, right? Alright, next.
My super teacher is Miss Dowie.
My super teacher is Miss St. Helen.
My super teacher is Miss Silvers.
My super teacher is Miss Dowie. My super teacher is Miss Prosper. I have multiple super teachers.
Who are your super teachers?
Miss Dowie, Mrs. Faucher, Mrs. Lubin, Mrs. Silvers, and Miss Mitchell.
I have multiples as well. I have Miss Hollingsworth, Miss Baptiste, and Miss Lubin.
What are you answering?
My super teacher is Miss Prosper, Miss Wilson, and Miss Faucher.
My super teachers are Miss Faucher, Joseph, and Miss Dowie.
Well, honestly, there have been so many. I have to mention from my primary school days, teacher Gillian Mitchell. She was always so fashionable and just so intelligent and articulate. I wanted to be her. There was teacher Marianne who really stressed that we should speak well. I remember all those nursery rhymes under the big tree at Delsey. And at secondary school, I think the teacher who had the greatest impact on my life, of course, there was Miss Karina Joseph, but Miss Morris Stephen, I think in a lot of ways, she probably doesn't even know this, she probably saved my life at secondary school. She saw something in me that I didn't really see in myself. She motivated me. She used the literature as a way to reach me in a way that I don't think anybody had been able to reach me before. And I had a love for language because of the way she taught language. And I remember doing CXC and I could hear her voice in my head, and the exam just felt like such a breeze because I could literally fall back on the memories of Miss Stephen teaching the class. When I got to A-level, Mrs. Hittmeyer, she taught me history, origins of World War I was so much fun. So thank you to all my teachers for having such a great impact on my life. I love you all. You've impacted me more than you know. Thank you. Happy Teachers Appreciation Week.
Ms. Mitchell from REC, Mrs. Simon, my standard 4 teacher from REC, Ms. Boxell, Mr. Fontenelle from SMC, also Mr. Sandyford from SMC was our art teacher in Form 1. He still impacts my life right now, encouraging me to go forward with my art.
The teacher whom I most appreciate and impacted the most greatly on my life would have to be my college professor. He taught me art, and he really helped instill a love for something that I already had a passion for, taught me so many different techniques and just little tricks, and I will always appreciate that, and it will carry on with me for the rest of my life. So I have to say, Mr. Rodriguez Davis, thank you so much for being a big part of my life.
The teacher which has had the greatest impact on my life is Miss Phillip. She's currently a lecturer at the Sir Arthur Lewis Community College. And don't get me wrong, I do love all my teachers, my past teachers, and they've all had a great impact on my life. But the reason I choose her is because she's taught me a lot. For one, she's always taught us to put God first in our life. She's really spiritual, and that's one thing I love about her the most. And she's taught me other things about teaching, and I think she has helped me she has helped me become who I am today, and love the profession. And I want to be like her. I told her once that I want to be exactly like her. She's like my role model, and I want to be that type of teacher that she is. So, like I said, for one, the spiritual aspect and many other things.
The teacher which impacted on my life the most at the former GISS was Miss Marius and Miss Blanchard. She has been there with us. She's been pushing us with our SBAs, our schoolwork, and everything like that. She's also been a support, our second mother. So when girls have emotional breakdowns, boys get into trouble, she's always there to have our back.
Well, I think all my teachers had a great impact, but one teacher I remember in particular was my art teacher in secondary school. That was Mr. Gittens. He was a young Guyanese man, great artist, and I think I remember him having a really great influence on my young art days.
And as a teacher yourself, do you think that you have impacted greatly on your students?
I would like to think so, yeah. Yesterday was graduation, and actually one student took it on her own to actually give gifts to the teachers who impacted her. And I was luckily one of them, so I think I'm doing something.
Happy Teachers Appreciation Week.
The Hot 7 team would like to extend a very happy Teachers Appreciation Day to all educators island-wide. For Hot 7 News, I am Jacques Woody.
The Castries waterfront is now sporting a brand new addition, which is proving to be a welcoming symbol of strength, unity, and hope. But not for all, it seems. The all-in sculpture by artist Jelem Yudovic was unveiled in commemoration of the island's year-long 40th independence celebrations. Here's what members of the public had to say about the monument.
Two things I would like the Prime Minister to come out, the Minister of Finance to come out to tell the people of St. Lucia how much money which was spent for the statue, which was injected, how much money which was spent for the ceremony. Was that so important that many of the children got to school very late, people got to work very late? They could have, if they wanted to do that, they could have done it on Monday or on Sunday, which is, Monday is a public holiday. However, I need to send a strong message to my Prime Minister. Instead of taking all those money and doing all those nonsense, why not opening a program for the young children that are leaving school? Thousands of children are leaving school. Many single parents are unemployed. I need employment, and they are refusing to give me employment.
Well, concerning the statue, I just saw it yesterday evening and not really know what it meant. But seeing that thing is there, I cannot tell anything more about it.
Moi, do statue amené là, moi pas enterrer ça dedans, moi pas qui laisse 4 moun qui là, moi pas ça, moi pas enterrer ça dedans rien. C'est moun n'a qu'à faire parce que moi bien faim là, moi veut manger en caille moi, moi veut enterrer sans pièce statue.
I haven't got a clue as to the significance of the statue as yet, because I guess for some reason or the other I haven't had any information on the statue. But hence the reason I cannot give any conclusive view on the significance of the statue at present. But as soon as I get more information, I will definitely give you my accurate assessment of the significance of the statue.
No comment.
Moi m'pa faire pièce science. Ça c'est dépenser l'argent dit, bon mieux penser l'argent ça, mettez toi faire un pays à bay moun qui fait, moun qui sauve bay malheureux. Là c'est magique là en pays.
Now on to the special ceremony that was held to mark the unveiling of the monument. We go to Rochelle Gonzalez.
The roundabout on the Castries waterfront has received a welcoming facelift following the unveiling of the all-in sculpture to commemorate the nation's 40th independence anniversary. The national symbol was created by internationally renowned master sculptor and son of the soil, Jelem Yudovic. The big reveal took place on Thursday, the 3rd of October, at a brief ceremony which featured a cultural theatrical presentation highlighting St. Lucia's ethnic composition, the Amerindians, Europeans, Africans, and East Indians. In keeping with the message of strength, unity, and hope, Prime Minister Alan Chasney called on St. Lucians to recognize their greatness.
There is simply no stopping what we can achieve as St. Lucians. It is also the reason that this government continues to call on all St. Lucians to rise up and take control of our own destiny, to feel so inspired by the achievements of our outstanding sons and daughters that we begin to change our course in our habits, our attitudes, and thinking, and commit to higher principles and ideals of responsibility for our national development. This monument itself symbolizes the collective vision and ideals of our people. The decision to install it at this site was, in fact, strategic. This is one of the main entrances into the capital from the north, right on our waterfront for all to see. It will be viewed by all St. Lucians and visitors every day as a symbol of our togetherness.
Speaking at the unveiling, Yudovic said this piece was created to appear heavenly and to symbolize the heights of our dreams and achievements as a nation. He said it embodies the ideals of unity, that when we come together, we become the vessel ourselves and machinery and the movement. All In, he said, also captures our historical and cultural story as it represents the 4 ethnicities that make up the composition of our citizenry and the fact that we all came by boat.
I have a deep and profound love for my people that grows stronger whenever I travel, because that's when it becomes glaringly clear to me that we are a unique specimen amongst all of humanity. Our wit, way of life, language, attitude is like none other. The St. Lucian person is a noble person. We are, in my view, the most talented country per capita in the world. And by far, the world's best example of interculturalism. We have, in essence, said to the world that it's not okay to just live side by side with various cultures in silos. We have said stridently that the ideal human condition demands coexistence, integration, and most of all, love and understanding between all cultures. There's a historical commonality which binds us all together, whether you're black, white, Amerindian, or East Indian. And that is our forefathers all came here by boat. However, they came in various circumstances. Most came as cargo, ripped from the land and transplanted in its rich volcanic soil, where they toiled without wages, but the spirits grew and bore beautiful fruits. Some in search of the new world for queen and country. Some were already here for who knows how long. Others came as indentured laborers. They too worked tirelessly and played their role in developing this proud nation.
In true essence of the theme of Monument and the independence celebrations for this year, 4 young children representing each ethnic group came together to unveil this new national symbol, which will adorn the city for generations to come.
The All-In Monument. Now the groups coming up, the young ladies, as we did mention in the groupings earlier, the Amerindians, Europeans, different points of the monument, taking up their positions, representing the various cultures that really brought to St. Lucia to what it is today, and the very unique mix of culture. Yeah. So into the positions. And for the enrollment, we're going to have the drum roll by the Royal St. Lucia Police Band. And with the children now in position, you have all 4 of them. You can see them in your shot. We're going to have the unveiling of the monument. And we're bringing it to you live here from the Cassie Roundabout. Here's the drum roll. Drum roll any moment now. We're going to have the unveiling. And this wonderful shot of the roundabout in the Castries, the Conway Business Center, providing a perfect backdrop. And now, it's the cutting of the tie-in material used to keep it peri-martial, lending some assistance. For the unveiling, the drum roll still on. The Mayor of Castries, Peterson Francis, also there. this historic moment. Unveiling the monument, we can see that there are 2 cruise ships in the harbor. The Carnival Fascination, and we also have the Freedom of the Seas. Nassau registered berth at Point Seraphin, and it is quite evident that they are members of the cruise looking on at what's happening, albeit from a distance. Now we are seeing the unveiling of the monument, the crossing, the 4 cultures or different backgrounds, the drum roll, and the fanfare by the Royal St. Lucia Police Band. Really bringing out the...
In true essence of the theme of monument and the independence celebrations for this year, 4 young children representing each ethnic group came together to unveil this new national symbol, which will adorn the city for generations to come. Clip. The gravity-defying bronze all-in sculpture stands approximately at 12 feet, 6 inches tall and 19 feet wide. The monument took about 3 months to complete. Reporting for Hot 7 News, I'm Rochelle Gonzalez.
The Ave Maria Primary School celebrated Teachers Appreciation Week with a bang. Under the theme Super Teachers, students and parents celebrated the educators as superheroes, highlighting the importance of their job in the development of our human resource. One grade 3 teacher said the love received from students was immeasurable.
International Teachers' Day came about in 1994. In commemoration of the signing of the 1966 UNESCO ILO recommendation concerning the status of teachers. Annually observed on October 5th, a week of activities takes place in schools as students and parents display their appreciation for members of teaching staff. The Ave Maria Primary School has long embraced this opportunity wholeheartedly as students give their all to show their teachers just how much they are appreciated. Grade 3 teacher Trifanelda Dawe says the love can be felt on the school grounds, and students are yet to disappoint. Under the theme Super Teachers, parents came together to present a spectacular assembly.
Well, it's been very great. As usual, every year we have a week of assemblies, and each day we celebrate something different about teachers. But this week we were celebrating Super Teachers. Our theme in the school was Super Teachers. As much as the national theme was Bloom Where You Were Planted, our theme for our teachers was Super Teachers. And every day we had different small tokens and small words of encouragement for teachers. But yesterday, some of our parents came together and had an assembly for us. And since the theme of the assembly was Super Teachers, we also came out as superheroes yesterday. So we had Wonder Woman, we had The Incredibles, we also had Supergirl, Ninja Turtles. So each of the teachers chose one of their favorite characters to show that we're actually superheroes.
She says students have done their utmost to ensure teachers feel especially loved over the past week, often showering them with hugs and kisses, and even organizing a surprise party.
Usually, well, it's not anything different to normally is. The children, we love our children and the children love us as well. So showing appreciation for them is also a way of actually showing us how much they do care. And it works in both of our favors. They give us love, give us kisses, give us gifts if they can. Whatever they do, we always appreciate it. Today, my children even threw a surprise party for me. By the time I entered the door, everybody was surprised, and I was the end of the party, but it was great.
Dawe says students have shown that they can pay close attention to the adults in their environments, and teachers of the Ave Maria Primary School will continue to set good examples and leave positive impressions on young minds. For Hot 7 News, I am Jacques Wooding.
Thank you very much, Jacques. This is the Hot 7 TV Nightly News. Stay with us. There's more news coming up after the break.